Why would anyone want me on their podcast? Well, let's flip that around. You don't need 10,000 followers, you don't need a best-selling book, and you don't need anyone's permission. If you've survived something, built something, or changed something, you've got a voice worth hearing. People in the world need to hear what you've got to say. Let's make sure you know how to use that voice. Hi, I'm Freddie. I run a Top 1% podcast where I've interviewed more than 100 guests with a combined net worth of more than $3 billion, including Chris Do, Dan Henry, Lauren Tickner, and Daniel Priestley. My team and I have also helped more than 200 entrepreneurs, experts, and business owners to turn podcast guesting into their top marketing channel and drive hundreds of thousands of dollars to their businesses. We've been conditioned to stay small, especially in business. Stay humble, let your work speak for itself. Don't talk about yourself too much. So now you've got this quiet voice telling you, no one wants to hear from you. But here's what I've learned. The people who feel that way often have the most powerful stories. In the 100+ people that I've interviewed, the ones where you're not sure if they're going to be a great guest, maybe they haven't got that ego, they haven't got that huge following, tend to be some of the best. They've actually done the work. They haven't just been taught how to talk, it literally comes out naturally. And so the truth is, and let me tell you this as a podcast host, we actually look for people who've done something hard, people who've changed something in their life or in their business, people who can talk in a way that helps the listener. It's always about helping the listener. So if you think that you can help someone else, that's enough of a reason for you to be a great podcast guest and for people to be super excited to hear from you. There are, of course, strategies and ways to become better, but you should already have the confidence that you will be a great guest. That's it. You don't need fame. You need perspective. The challenge isn't being special. It's learning how to own what you've been through and package it super, super clearly. No one wants to listen to another fitness expert, another business expert, another relationship expert. We want to understand the niche. What's someone been through? What's the package? How can I learn? How can I learn? That's the main thing to remember. So how do you do that? How do you stop rambling and start recognizing the value in your own journey? I myself use a simple framework that I've called the 3 R's. This helps you extract what your story is, the most powerful parts, and make yourself podcast worthy. The first one is reflect. So you should ask yourself, what have I actually been through that changed me? What have I been through that maybe someone else hasn't? There are so many of us in this world. You will have been through things that no one else could even imagine. Did you leave something behind? Did you leave a job? Did you leave a partner? Did you leave a business? Did you build something that didn't exist? It could be another business that does a very similar thing to everyone else, but you took a different angle on it. Did you solve a painful problem that others are just super stuck in? Most people skip this part because they think it wasn't that much of a big deal. But it was. You just haven't framed it yet. Often when I speak to multimillionaires, even billionaires, we'll go right back and we'll talk about how they started by flipping burgers at McDonald's. That's such a relatable part of their journey on the way to doing whatever amazing things they did. So you can go back and look at the things that look mundane and boring to you and think about reframing them into what's actually going to help the listener. Number 2, the second R is reframe. This is where you stop telling a life story and start telling a listener story. Your experience isn't just about you, it's about how someone else can see themselves within your story. So I think it would help to ask yourself, what did I used to believe in that turned out to be wrong? Or what did I do differently that changed everything? There'll be a number of things in there. Or what would I say to someone 2 years behind me? This is what's always helped me. When you think I shouldn't go on podcasts, I haven't got enough, remember, whether you make $10,000 a month, $5,000 a month, or $100,000 a month, maybe even $1 million a month, just speak to the person 2 years behind you, yourself 2 years ago. What would you have wanted to hear? That makes you more than relevant enough to go on any podcast and build your way up to the top ones. The third R is reveal. This is where the magic happens. You pull out the gold and turn it into something speakable. You don't need to script your life, but you do need 1 or 2 key stories with a clear belief shift and hopefully a big takeaway. Then boom, you should be podcast ready. You should have the confidence. You should understand that people will be really excited and will love to hear from you. So let's try it out right now. Grab a notebook or type this in your phone, or just remember it whilst I'm speaking to you. I hope you're going to listen to this video or watch this video at least twice anyway. Write this down. One belief I used to have that turned out to be wrong was. Second one thing I did differently from others in my industry was. Maybe you're pausing this whilst I'm saying it, maybe you're not. I don't know if I should pause for you. The third one is one moment I realized I was onto something was. And that should get you started. These 3 prompts alone will pull out tons of stories, and probably stories that you forgot even had value. Have you ever been in a conversation where you tell someone something that happened to you in the past and they're so engaged, they can't stop listening. They're asking you more and more questions, and you thought it was just a normal part of your life. You had never put any value on it. That's exactly what's going to happen when thousands of people listen to episodes of you speaking to their favorite host. They're going to look you up and go, that person's brilliant. I resonate with them. Guess what? These are the exact kind of stories that all hosts, including myself, absolutely love. So you need to give yourself permission. The next time that the voice in your head says, why would anyone want to hear from me? I want you to answer with this. Because I've lived it. I've earned this perspective, and someone out there needs to hear it and will benefit from it. You're not too early. You're not too unknown. You're just one story away from being in demand. And if you're ready to make being a podcast guest your top marketing channel, difficult to say, grab the free templates below, join our 30-day challenge, or book a call with my team. As always, thank you for watching, and remember to click that subscribe button, and I'll catch you in the next video.